What's up, guys? This is Eddie from Studio 321. So why are we starting to see all this trans violence around the United States? Well, I'm going to give you the quick answer right now, and if you want to see the long answer, go to my show at Studio 321 Florida Boy I'm on Facebook. I'm also on YouTube and Rumble. So anyways, look, this is what's been going on. The Democratic Party, about 10 years ago, was looking for their next political guilt trip, right? What they do is every 10 years or so, they take some new group. Back in the old days, it was women. Then it was the LGBTQ community. Then after that, they figured, well, they would expand on that and start using the trans community. They use them for political guilt, right? They call it political gain, but it's actually political guilt. So they take these people, they put them out in front of the world, which I don't think the trans community wanted that anyways, because they kind of just exist in their own little shadows. They put them out in front of the world, told everybody, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to let them in your schools, you need to let them teach your kids, you need to let them do all this. And it pissed off the entire country. Then the Democrats told all the trans people, oh, everybody wants to hurt you, everybody wants to kill you, you're not accepted in regular communities. Which wasn't true. Nobody ever really thought about them one way or another before the Democrats brought it up. But then what happened is the Democrats finally realized that this was not working in their gain. It was actually working against them. They were losing votes. Parents were angry. And the truth is, if you think about it, there was not a lot of trans people out there saying all this stuff. It was always the Democrat leadership saying all this stuff. Oh, you need to let the trans people do this. You need to let them do that. You see, they created this whole fight. But then they realized it wasn't working in their favor. So now what they've done, because it's working against them, is they're completely abandoning the trans community, leaving them hanging out to dry, right? So now you have a whole community of people who didn't want to come out into the light anyways, who are typically unstable people for one reason or another. Now they're out in the forefront thinking everybody wants to hurt them and wants to kill them, which is a lie. The Democrats put that out there. And now they're going wacky. But again, this is the Democrats' fault 100%. It's the Democrat Party's fault, okay? And what they'll do is in the next election, you won't hear anything about trans people. You're not going to hear anything about it. I guarantee you. They've dropped this one like a hot potato. So now next, they're going to come up with their next guilt trip. And, it's going to be weird, funny to see what that is all about. But there'll be some next guilt trip that they'll move on to because they're done with the trans people now. And they've kind of left them to their own devices. So that's what the Democratic Party does, guys. They don't care about their voters. They don't care anything about that. All they care about is political guilt to keep power. That's it, guys. It's a shame, and they're real sad people. This is Eddie from Studio 321. Happy Thursday.